Hey guys, Nate Rudine back with Critical Calcio with another special guest. This is Moose. Moose is my dog. We're just going on a walk. Figured it's a good time to talk transfer market. So in Italy right now, a lot of this stuff is just rumors. Typically, I say this pretty much every show. Italian teams don't have much money. So you're going to see a lot of free transfers right now. And then you're going to see a lot of these teams start to accelerate towards the end of the window when teams are desperate to offload players and these Italian teams can cut a deal. So that's when we're going to see the most. That being said, there's still a few things to cover for today. One team I want to get a shout out for, who I think is killing it in this window, is Inter. Inter has no money, and yet they are crushing it. The Thuram on a free, I think, was huge. It looked like Milan were about to wrap that all up, and then Inter came in and offered, I think, $1 million or $500,000 more per season, his salary, which wrapped up the deal, which is huge. You know, you can't get a striker like him for less than like 40 mil. So that was massive to just immediately reload with that. It looks like they're going again for Lukaku. So, just kind of like in hindsight, to sell Lukaku for, 100 mil like 2 years ago, get him back on loan pretty much right away. And now they just bid 25 mil for him, which got rejected from Chelsea. And it sounds like they're going to bid 30 next. And there's confidence in the Inter camp that it will go through. So kind of a masterclass with those guys. Beppe Marotta is great at what he does, obviously. And then a little bit less covered is 7 mil for, I'm probably gonna butcher this name, young German center back, Jan Bisek. This guy looks like just a physical specimen in back. Is kind of giving me Malik Chow vibes from Milan. Milan bought him for 10 mil last year from Schalke, and just a stud. Just has to develop, and I think it's going to be the same thing with this guy. He's going to slot in with an Inter back that has tons of experience. So they're reloading in a real way. Really impressed with Inter. Other than that, not quite a lot to talk about. Milinkovic-Savic looks like could be going to Saudi Arabia for around 40 mil, which is a bummer. One of the biggest talents in Italy leaving. It just sucks that, not to say Lazio finished second, so not to say they're not a top dog, but they kind of aren't. But it's a bummer that one of the top dogs can't splash to bring him there. It sucks. Juve, Inter, AC, or Milan, no one calls him AC, can't bring him there and keep him in Italy. I feel like he will be gone. Other news, Fabiano Parisi is going from Empoli to Fiorentina. I really like this deal. I think that's very smart. Parisi is a young left back, going to be very, very good. So to get him for 10 mil from Empoli right now, that will be that investment will more than pay itself up. Fiorentina, as of recent, has done a killer job, getting guys right before their, expensive players. And they will continue to do that. Couple more. There's not much, rumors. There's not much on Juve. Almost nothing on Napoli. I've seen more on Napoli's new kit. My dog's going a little bit crazy. That's the sound you hear. Hey, stop it. I've heard more rumors on Napoli's new kit than I have on their transfers. So they'll have to reinvest. Esther Kim and Jay, I spoke about that last podcast. So that will happen, and that will probably happen towards the end of the window. Have heard nothing from Atlanta. some Prem team is going to go in on Højlund. I'm probably butchering his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Young Danish striker. I mean, he could be gone, and then that would be the start of their transfer window. Same thing with Roma. Roma, it sounds like they're close to renewing Dybala. Not much other news there. So a lot of this is just playing the waiting game, guys. Through Milan, seems to be, looks like they're actually close to closing out. I'm totally going to butcher this guy's name. Dutch guy from AZ Alkmaar, Reindeers midfielder. That looks to be almost done. He had a great season this past year. Sounds like the deal could be closed for 20-ish mil. But then I've also seen Tarami, striker from Porto. There's some interest from AC Milan there. I personally think that would be an awful move. But Di Maurizio was reporting that. It sounds like there's interest between AC Milan and Roma, and also Saudi Arabia. I don't see either AC Milan or Roma splashing 25 mil on him, so I think he could be on his way to Saudi. Other than that, kind of quiet week. I'll pop in during the week if there's anything drastic I need to report. Other than that, Nate out. Have a good week. Take it easy.